They born me from Ajegunle. Ìlú Ajé ni wọ́n bí mi sí. Boys they hustle, boys know the rest. We dey suffer and still keep on smiling.
What's up, beautiful people? It's your boy VJ RICHYBLAZE. Welcome to another beautiful episode of the most trendiest podcast in the whole of Ajegunle City. It is the My Ajegunle Story podcast. You know how to do it on the show, ladies and gentlemen. We take you through stories of amazing people who are making Ajegunle a global city. And today we have a big fish right here in the building. If this was in the theater, we would have started shouting. People would be screaming right now because the person we have right here is somebody that is very big. He's going to let out the cat out of the. How do they talk that? He's going to let the cat out of the bag for all of you to get to know who he is. I have the one they call on the streets. If the moment you hear call Huncho, this is who we have here today. Ladies and gentlemen, I give to you Huncho.
Yeah, my brother, thank you very much.
All right, let's get to meet you first and foremost. Let my people know who you are.
Yes,
let them hear.
Everybody knows me as Huncho, but 70% or let's say 90% of the people don't know my name.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
My names are Nixon Jonathan Atsibi. Those are my names.
Actually, this is the first time I'm hearing this.
Yeah,
because what's on the street?
Huncho. Yes, exactly.
Huncho. Okay, so how did the name Huncho come about?
Well, I used to not have any name at all, but I'm a music person. I love music. I love entertainment as a whole. And then I started listening to the Migos in 2015 or 14. So I kind of like the name Huncho. So I heard the name Huncho because I watch movies and I figured Huncho was from the Red Indian history. So I went to do my search. I went on Google, and Huncho means like a chief of a band, like chief of a tribe, like a leader, a boss. And I think the name fits because wherever I'm at, I always stand out in my own kind of way. People want to get ideas from me. People want to talk to me. If I'm holding a conversation with people, you will learn something. That's my kind of person. So even around my clique, every information definitely comes to my table. So I picked the name, and I think the name sticks. I met one guy. His nickname is Huncho.
Wow.
So Meiji. He told me personally that, bro, I like the way you carry this name because I know the meaning. That's what he told me. I can never forget that. So I think it was perfect. So just like it. At a point in time, I got tired of itself. But it already stuck. So let them continue. Let them continue. You know. That's it.
Okay. So let's delve right into it. Let's hear how growing up for you in Ajegunle was like. Ajegunle boy, you get all this Oyibo.
Yes, Ojegunle boy.
Okay, so let's hear how growing up for you was in Ajegunle.
Okay, I came from let's say, would I say semi-average family, because at one point in time we were able to do things that the regular Ajegunle family couldn't do. I went to a good school. For starters, I went to college. I went to different schools in Ajegunle. I went to Sige College. I moved to Hobe. Then I went to Whitehair College. I moved with the way the economy moved my family. You get, Sige was a really good school. It was expensive. Imagine in 2002, 2001, my dad used to pay school fees of 75k. That should be like 700,000 in this economy currently. So, and then things started shaking. Everybody, I'm the third child of 6 kids, so everybody went to private school in the family. Like, I'm the first son, 2 elder sisters. There are like 4 girls, 2 boys. So we all went to private schools. My sisters, they did boarding and I didn't do boarding. So they had the easy ride going to school because then things were good, all good, but it was kind of my own turn. So I didn't really grow up living the
big life.
No. The chronic Ajegunle lifestyle.
Okay.
I did not grow up living it. I was always indoors. I was good at playing football because I was always coy. I was a good striker growing up. So I was good in playing football, but I didn't have a chance because I was always inside. I cannot go outside. My dad is not at home. He's never at home. Goes to work, come back, let's say, and you only see him on Sundays. Sundays he spends like half of the day. The other day he spends with his friends, his brothers. So I don't go out, we don't mingle. I grew up watching cartoons, learning how to speak English from what I hear on the TV. So if my dad is coming, I keep a book close by. I'll just pretend I'm reading. That's the kind of house I grew up in. Everybody does it in my house. So if my sisters are coming back from holiday, they know that they are going to be indoors. They are not going to go out. So being in boarding school is like the only chance they have to get, the only chance they get to have, yes, freedom. So I didn't grow up having that real chaotic Ajegunle life. I didn't do so many things that my mates were doing, which I know they were doing. So everything I did was inside the house, was inside. So they give us that kind of upbringing. It was nice to a certain extent because things changed for the family, like the economy changed, a lot of things for the family. So I had to struggle. That was when I now came out of the shell. I had to man up and live that Ajegunle lifestyle and get to know a lot of things. When I was schooling in Seagate, I wasn't even speaking pidgin English. To be very honest with you, and I was living in Ajegunle. My neighbors can testify. When we come out, we know how to speak pidgin, but we interact in English. Something we just don't know, but due to the environment, we had to blend in. I was born in Okoya. I grew up in Okoya. That area now, if you go there, you won't believe. Yes. Growing up, I used to play in Okoya. I used to go. There's this guy, Ayangba. There's this musician, Ayangba. If you know Ayangba growing up, I was in Ayangba's music video because I was very good at dancing Kalala then. So trying to get me to come to all those things, you have to go through permissions of my mom, my dad, before I would go there. And when they found out that I could dance, that was one opportunity that I got to play. You know, there are times maybe you have visitors, and when they come to the house, the kids have to go out now. You know, normal. So that's the only time I'll have freedom. Once the visitor comes, leaves, hey, I come back in. So that's when I go out and this boy can dance. Growing up, I was a very good dancer. In my secondary school too, they know that.
A very good dancer.
Shut up. So that was the only time I lived AJ life. And Okoya was rough growing up. Every day they catch thief. I don't catch thief today. So my dad moved. We went to Ojo Road, inside Ojo Road. So where we were in Ojo Road was a bit secluded from most of those Ajegunle lifestyle. We didn't have that opportunity to see those things. Like I think my dad had this foresight of what Okoya was going to become. So he moved us out of there very fast. He left, to the Gali streets. And the house we were living, everybody there is a graduate. Yes. The house we live in, everybody there is a graduate. So it became a competition going to university, growing up. My dad even tell you, I don't get admission and stuff like that. So it was like that growing up. I didn't dive into that deep AG life. I won't say I was a bad boy growing up. No, all my bad boy was inside the house. Yes, so that's
about what you call get inside.
That was that one. I won't lie.
Okay. So tell us now, what was your challenge? The challenges you had. Like you giving us the background you had.
Nigeria economy and Ajegunle, living in Ajegunle got to me too early. Like immediately I left secondary school, I was working. I was a teacher. I was like looking for money from SS1, SS2, SS3. I couldn't even concentrate in school anymore because I know my dad doesn't have. I'm an overthinker. My best friend is my conscience since I was young. Why? Because I didn't have a brother growing up. Like my younger brother is the last child and I'm the third born, 6 kids. So imagine I was like his age now when he was born. So there was no deep conversations, there was nothing. There was just me and my neighbors. It was the only person I could talk to like a brother. Tobina is in the UK now. So that was my challenge growing up. I didn't have a brother. I didn't have like someone to like. My dad is this perfectionist. If this thing is dirty, he ask you to clean it. This place, okay, this is open and there's dust coming in. And if you clean this place now, the fact that this place is open, dust will come back here. You get. My dad will make sure you clean it every single minute. Once it's clean.
Okay.
If you eat, you don't leave the plate for someone else to wash it. You eat, you wash the plate immediately. There are no dirty places, no dishes in the sink. They are all done immediately. If he comes back and he sees, you ask who is the person in charge. He'll go and ask my mom. Mom say he will just surprise you, surprise and attack. That's what he'll give to you, or he will keep it to your record. Then one day he will just unleash. So that's the kind of dad I have. We were sitting together, and there's a kid on TV that it helped me to. He helped me a lot. Too. My dad is like, he's not always there to have deep conversations like a brother, but whatever he says to me growing up, the way he raised me, there was too many advice. Like even when I didn't do anything wrong, my dad was always advising me. Like, there's a kid on TV that is speaking good English. He will tell me, even if I'm speaking good English true, you still be telling me, look at that boy. Good, and this is English happening.
I'm doing the same thing.
That is just how my dad is. He's a perfectionist. He wants everything done his way. Till this day. Yes. Till this day. If I buy this, when I bought my first car, my dad was like, why did you buy this one? Why did you buy that one? That is how he is. That's how he is.
Okay. Now let's delve into the entertainment space of Ajegunle.
Okay.
How was it for you going into the entertainment industry?
It was always my dream. It has always been this thing. It was my dream. Because I haven't really been. We are still trying our very best to be mainstream. Emila is number one on interview base, which is something very big. I'm very to God I was a part of that project. That's the first time in agency that something like this happened.
True.
So, in 2011, I went to Nigerian Idol. I've always been the one who I like talent management has always been something part of me because I'm the idea guy. I know my friends will say, Huncho, India, you always get idea. Let's ask Huncho. So I'm the idea guy. I always have an idea. I grew up with this orientation that it's best being a perfect gentleman, and a perfect gentleman knows a bit about everything. So I tried to learn a bit about everything. 2011, I took my cousin to Nigerian Idol. He's good at singing. He was very good. We were working in Cherry Noodles. It was a factory work then. I told him, bro, we cannot let this talent die. I registered. I made sure I did register myself. So I've been pushing for years. Nigerian Idol. If you play Whiskey, it's on Imeji and Ice Prince. I worked with the team, the production team. I was in the music video. So I've been doing that steez for a very long time. When I was dancing too, I would daydream about it. So it's always been there. Even if it wasn't me, maybe somebody from my family, because my family is artistic. My other sister, she's an OAP. Yes, she works in Classic FM. And then every single person in my family, if you meet everybody, we are artistic in our own kind of way. Not just extended. My cousins, Mina is my cousin. There's the other one, the other artist, Wayward Boys, is my cousin as well. And then the one I told you to be Nigerian Idol is not even a part of this drama. He's living a different life now. So, like, everybody around my house, there's the person that edits for Emila is still my cousin. So you see, so you will just sit and picture this and enjoy it in 20 seconds. He does cartoon music videos, and works for Mnet as well. He does. So everybody in the family is doing something artistic. So we are my other sister, the one I'm following. She's a poet. She works in a bank though, but I ask her to write sometimes. She's a very good poet. She has books. When I mean books, like a small library of things she has written. Yes, she studied English, so that is. It's been in the house. So the dream is still big. It's not the way I want it. I'm just starting small, and hopefully we'll get there.
Okay, so what's the future?
The future is big, bro. Future is big. Especially, they should watch out for Wayward Boys. The songs are dope. Just need the right time and the right promotion to make those moves. And I'm very sure what we have Emilia alone is a clear example. So
The world is seeing it.
yes, that is it. The whole world is seeing it. So just watch out for that. Next year is huge. It's good for Wayward Boys.
Okay. So now let's, there's this bad thing going on in the media about Ajegunle.
Yes.
Ajegunle is a slum where evil things happen.
Yes.
What do you have to say about it?
Well, you and I know that we are blacks. This whole picture of painting the slums as what it always is. I try to defend Ajegunle everywhere I am. If you say Ajegunle, they'll say, no. If you say really, they'll say, oh, hey. If you say Mushi, they'll say, oh, but I don't know these places are way rougher than.
Yeah.
So I don't know how it happened. If I tell my friends who are not AJ people, who are not from AJ that I am, Ajegunle, they'll be like, serious. I'm still Raz, my sister, the firstborn, the one who works in the radio. They don't think she's from AJ at all. They don't believe. Yes, and until when she wants to bring out that Raz part of her, they do not believe that she's from AJ. So we are trying our very best to paint the picture of where we are from. It's my city till whenever I was born there, I grew up there, my placenta is very there. So it is my city. There's a difference between where you originate from and where you live in, or where you grew up in. That is my hood, that is my city. I love the place more than any other place in Lagos. To be very frank. And I pray that there are a lot of things happening in the AJ city that still needs to be corrected to put that city on the map. You get? So I think the work to change that Ajegunle name, because I think it's like being stigmatized, something like that. It has to be the Ajegunle deeds. We have to change it first before every other people. We have a lot of celebs who are from Ajegunle who are hiding the fact that they are from Ajegunle, which is sad. They don't want to even mention it, which is very, very sad.
Most of them say they are from Apapa.
Yeah, they'll change it to Olodia Papa. It's silly. And you and I know that you're from Ajegunle. But even in Kirikiri, we are in Ajegunle. The whole Kirikiri people, they have won with the whole running away from Ajegunle, the name. Yes, Kirikiri, but we know you are Ajegunle. So it will happen with us first. Let us accept where we are, that this is our city, and let's work hard to make the place conducive for us. There are places like Agor, they have malls, they have cinemas. And if you go to Agor, if you go to the malls in ShopRite, I'm telling you places are close by, Apapa, tell me if you won't jam somebody in Ajegunle there.
80% of their customers are Ajegunle people. Yeah.
So why don't we have it there? I went to Iba the other day. I went to one of my house agents. He was showing me things. I went to Iba. They have Domino's Pizza in Iba.
Wow.
They have, I think, Spa in Iba. Iba, growing up, Iba was like one desert to bush. God bless you, my brother. It was like one bush growing up. See Iba now. Then how did this thing just pass Ajegunle people? It's the people. We need to stop competing with ourselves and do the right things. Yes. That's the major problem. There's a lot of competition in that city. And then we are not doing the right thing. A lot of investments are supposed to bring in. I like your initiative because your initiative is, if people pay attention to it, they'll get to understand that there's a lot of talent in Ajegunle. There are a lot. There's this girl at she proposed to her yesterday. She was at Future Awards. The Vicky something. She's a designer. She won Vicky James. She's an Ajegunle guy. I didn't know, but when I saw her face, I was like, you have a familiar face from even way back. You see that? So we need to bring these people back. Like we should have something every year that brings all of them together. That way you look like, oh, we have an artist that is this good. Bro, come over, let's do this. You'll be like, oh, we have a musician or an actor on the slums who's doing good, who's trying his best. Bring him out. Let's work. That's how we help each other. Like I said in the first place, we are blacks. We get to forget that we need each other. Only white people live in their secluded houses. We are suffering. We need each other. We don't need to compete.
True.
Just need to work. We need to just bring all those Ajegunle talents who are making it, who are doing good. Bring them back. At least if it's once a year, let's come back and see what is in here and try to grow it. Grace brought you out of here. Don't compete. Share what you know. Let's work. That's the problem we have in every aspect of life in Ajegunle. There is competition in the religious aspect, in the management aspect, political aspect, in every, even the criminal aspect. They are competing and they don't need it. They just need to build. That's all.
Okay. So talking about this talent now, what do you think this teaming young talents we have in Ajegunle need to do? You have said something about those that have made it coming back home to bring them out. The teaming talents in Ajegunle, what do they need to do to be noticed?
I think they need to first off, Ajegunle is a hood, it's a ghetto, and Ajegunle has been known for years having different type of talents from the music industry. Music started in Ajegunle because other than Daddy Shoki and most of those other actors, artists, Daddy Fresh. I grew up in Okoya. This man, Charles Okocha, what's his name? He used to stay just a stone's throw from my dad's house after Ogungbe. That's his father's compound. Charles Okocha, one old actor then. He used to live there now. This man used to stay at Babani. So they were around. When his dad died, remember he used to come around. I was living in Okoya. When his dad died, the man that owns the compound, they sold the house now. Charles Okocha came around. Is it Charles Okocha? He's one dark. I've forgotten his man's name. His dad house is in Okoya. He's an old actor. Black. He's dark. I think I'm trying to remember his name, but anyways, like growing up, they were around. We had a lot of them around. So what happened? Daddy used to come around like almost every time, regularly. What happened? So they need to do that. Like they are killing it. Okay, if you look at the music industry right now, OAU students are like they are everywhere in the music industry. OAU students, Black Bones is from OAU, Yemoli is from OAU, Ashake is from OAU, Faye is from OAU, Chinko is from OAU. They are too much, and they are still there's this clique, there's this circle. They are still working together. They are still pushing themselves. Yemoli, Ashake, Black Bones, and Check. They were the ones working. They've been moving together. No competition, no challenge. That's what they call brotherly love. That's what they've killed in Ajegunle. I think the older generation did that. They've killed that love in AJ. It's not in AJCT. It is not. There is no love within people who sit. That's why there's always these rumors about poisoning. Bro, I don't believe in people poisoning people. I don't know. That's just me. I think it's a hoax. I don't believe in poisoning people. I just Nigerian medical system is fucked up. There are a lot of things going on. People don't even do autopsy. There's no follow-up to a lot of things. So let's just leave that. So there's no love. If there's love, those kind of things will come out. If you go to other areas, I have never heard about poisoning. I've been with my friends. I've never heard about poisoning before. It's because of there is no love. They always want to compete instead of eating. What they need to do is the ones who are still in the Ajegunle trying to showcase the talent. They need to push. Don't stay within the clutches of Ajegunle. Break out of it. Try to go somewhere. Try to meet people. The world now on social. This is a podcast. It's going abroad. It can go. Yes. Push yourself. Do something. Don't just procrastinate. You're doing it low key. Yes. It's not easy, but try. If they're going to chase you out of that place, go there again tomorrow. Yes. Don't stop. I remember when I had a friend who did music. He's so rest in peace today. We used to go to like Cool FM and the buildings are Cool FM, Nigeria Info was there in one building. We used to go there and sit just to give money. There was a guy they call Money, play or stop. First morning around 6 a.m. We had to go there before going to work to give Money a CD to play. We stayed there, we missed. As we passed work time, we had to go through like query at work. But we made sure we dropped the CD. We stayed there. As in there are a lot of things that sacrifices need to be made. steps. You can't just say, I'm doing this and you're still in AJ. You know that this city is not on the map yet. It's just on the map that, yeah, it's popular for being a rough place and bringing out ghetto talents. Because that's what I call it, ghetto talents. There are a lot of ghetto talents that have gone and died. So we need to make a push, like a very big push. All of us in Ajegunle, we need to make that push. I I I met Udumudu and we talked about how he met Tizi. He said he had opportunities to have like way bigger amounts like for like sign-on fees for record deals that people offering huge amounts, but Tizi only gave him $10K for regular rice. That was like 7 million then that time. And look at it today. He said the reason why was because he felt comfortable with Tizi. That there's a lot he's going to learn from Tizi, he's going to gain from Tizi than being in one independent label that might be eating off him because they gave him $200,000. You get? And the moves he's making with Tizi is actually the right moves. So he being together with that guy is the best move he made. So we need to come together. There has to be love. He made one statement. He said Abuja is the place he likes to live. He doesn't like Lagos. Lagos be like when they come walk. Because there's no love in Lagos, and it's very right. There is no love. So we need to make a push and try as much as we can to help each other. The government in Nigeria, they are doing nothing for grassroots. Every slum in Lagos should have a grassroots initiative, like for the youths. In every hood in Lagos, there should be like an initiative for the youth to help promote them, because that's the only way you
Even
can.
if it is one
Even if it's
talent
just
every
one
year.
talent every year, that is how they can impact in our lives. They don't need to do roads for us. It's in slums now. What are they doing roads for us for? Just help people. If you can make the education free, fine. If just help people. We need to it has to be love, bro. There is no love in that city. That is my own. I cry every day about that. Some people the fake love there is
Top notch.
because you have something to offer. Get? I wasn't really rolling with a lot of AJ people, to be very frank with you, bro. Growing up, I didn't grow up. I grew up secluded from everybody outside. So I was inside. I didn't have much friends except for my neighbors. I went to school in Hobe. Most of my friends are guys I met in school and church. I was really close to church. Almost even went to seminary school. Yes. So I was really close to church then. So most of my friends were those kind of people growing up. I didn't have those wayward, really staunch Ajegunle friends. It was only when I used to go to my dad's bar that I met a few of them. But they like me because I've always been real. The reason why you made a statement that if it was in a theater, a lot of people will call me, is because I've always been real. I think my type is rare. I'm not being proud or bogus, but my dad is that kind of person. He's that kind of man. There are people who, growing up, they'll drive big cars. They'll come to my dad's bar or come to the house to seek advice from my dad. I told you he likes to advise because of the kind of person he is. He's very real. That's what I grew up with. I'm not like them. Even if you see me, I might be the hoodest of hoods, but I'm still a very nice guy. I'm still a very soft guy. Those guys with scars on their faces, they come close to me, I'll bring them down. You don't need all that. Sit down, chill. So that's me. That's why everybody is honcho this. People tell me their problems very, very easily and comfortably. I used to tell my friend that, brave, I'm a bad person. A lot of people's business will be in the market, but I'm not a bad person. So I try to keep it real from every other person. So I'm a friend who I need on your number. I'm that kind of person. We rarely have things like that growing up. We need things like that. We need people like that. We need those kind of people.
All right, let's hear you talk to the female youths of Ajegunle. Let's hear your final words.
Yes. We are talented. All of you are beautiful people. You are talented. You are the best of what you are. Do not let where you are from, your hood, tell you differently. Believe me, there are people outside who are from this same Ajegunle that you are from, who well, because it's the hood, they can't say that they are from Ajegunle. They are doing really good. Some still do come back to the hood and show appreciation, but they try to hide. Yeah, you're the best of the best. Every youth in Ajegunle, there are lots of talents flourishing out and in Ajegunle. Don't let the environment tell you differently. You're the best of the best. There are a lot of steaming talents that have left Ajegunle and they are household names today, we all know that. I know they don't come back to the hood to show appreciation, but don't let that change you. Keep pushing. Keep doing what you're doing because you're the best version of yourself. You're the best version of your talent. Don't let nobody tell you differently. Don't let the government, the police, the people in the area, your neighbors. No, I know how it is in the hood, but believe me, you can get there. Believe me, I've met these people. They are not aliens. They are just like you. So, in time, it's just time. Nothing more. It's time. It might be difficult now, but it's just time. Keep the push, and you get there.
All right, thank you so much for keeping it tuned right here on the My Ajegunle Story podcast. We'll come your way again next week Thursday. Next week Thursday promises to be super amazing because we are bringing somebody that will just blow your mind.
Subscribe.
Please subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe. I am your boy VJ RICHYBLAZE. Stay in peace.